Hello everyone, it's Janet here with my latest project to share with you. This is a box that I made for Mariana. Mariana was kind enough to be an angel swapper in a swap that I was recently in, and she was so generous and so kind, and I know she didn't expect anything in return, but I was so grateful and I really wanted to make her something. So her channel is Angel Wings 14100. I will put the link to that channel and to the video of the items that she got for me down below. So this is another one of my altered cigar boxes, and I made this like I did the tea time box. The only difference is I separated and made two windows instead of just one window on the side and then the door over there. So in this case it has the two windows, and this is a floral shop. So, and it does say Mariana's Floral Shop. It's kind of, I didn't want it to be real glaring, but it is in there. And so it is a cigar box. I will show you how that works. It's just like the other ones where I put the lace and just used the regular cigar box right here and then the top piece here. I just uploaded a video of how I made my tea time box. So this one was made pretty much the same way. So the only difference is separating the windows, and I did add the awning. The awning is like I did on the Paris box that I did quite some time ago, and I will put the link to that because I show how I did the awning there. So it does have this awning up here. The awning is just out of some fabric canvas that it's actually printer paper that I got at the office supply store that you can actually run through your printer. But in this case, I just made the lines on it using my red tape and taping every little bit. So like right here where the white is, I had tape over that, and then I painted over the green and then took the tape off, and then I got the edge. For the scalloped edge, I just used my silhouette and cut that out. So that is what it looks like from the side. And I also have the Tim Holtz feet. I did everything in the Annie Sloan old white paint, and then I did use a little green, just a little distress ink around the edges, and then a little pink here and there as well. So try to get all the details in here. I'll start up in here. Right up, the little shelves were just made out of chipboard, and also a piece of the underneath the shelf, what's holding it up right back in here and right under here. They're just a piece of square metal piece that I painted white, and then I distressed over it with a little pink. And then I just folded them in half and then put that underneath the shelf. So that is the shelf. And the very top shelf has a little, I don't know if you can see it, a little bead and some cat beads that I made a little arrangement out of. So that's like a vase with some flowers in it. And then there's a plate from a little tea set and a couple of flowers. And then on this shelf here, a couple of pots. I got all the little pots from a little Etsy store. I just Googled in miniature florist shop, and that's what I came up with. So all of the pots. And then I have just a little one of those round pieces. They were old Prima pieces on a piece of lace over in the right hand corner. And then I used the burlap on the bottom like I did in the other one. And now for the front of the box, Mariana had sent me these chipboard pieces in with the swap that she had sent me, and they're just the laser cut chipboard, and they were beautiful. And I started looking at it, I thought, oh, they're going to be perfect for this box. So I painted them brown, and then I went over them with a little Lindy's Stamp Gang spray, Starburst spray over the top to give it that metallic look. And then for the little cone holders to hold the bouquets of flowers, I just used Tim Holtz memo pins and slid them down behind the slats of the fence. And then I took the circle part of the memo piece and bent it over. And I used some glossy accents, and then I used a bead. Those beads were from Joann's that just slip right into those memo pins. Yes, the memo pins. And then I made little bouquets out of Wild Orchid Crafts. They're mini little flowers. And then I wrapped it in, I had some Florist paper here that I had received a bouquet in, and just took little pieces of that and wrapped it into this shape here and put them right down into the cones with some little glossy accents. So they're there to stay. I wanted the look of a flower shop where the flowers are just spilling out everywhere and there's cones of flowers where you can just pick up a bouquet and go. So that's kind of the idea there. And it is just put on to the front. And I did build it up a little bit so it wasn't pressed right even with it. And the stairs leading up to the door, a little plant there. The door similar to the other ones that I have made. The little piece in the door is just a Prima piece. So that is that side. And now for this side, same thing here on the fence with the floral bouquets. And then down inside of here, we have another little pot. And then I have a little kitty cat charm that I propped up on a big bead. And that's all glossy accented in there. And then I wanted a table like you were making an arrangement. So it's like I started an arrangement in these beads. I put 2 beads together and then a end cap on the bottom and then a little piece on the top to make the vase. And I have a couple flowers in there and some flowers waiting to go in and some scissors and some ribbon and like a florist bow right there. So it looks like you are assembling some flowers. And to make the table, I just did it out of chipboard and some little pieces of wood to kind of make it look like a faux wood table. And I didn't have any legs, so I decided I'd just use beads with a bead cap. And it seemed to work out really good. The paper, actually it's fabric in the background. That is Tilda fabric that I just used gel medium to put in the back. And I have a little pink metal piece in the background there with a floral bouquet metal piece on top of that. And then up here in the top, I have another little bouquet and another little piece from that tea set. And then up at the very top, I don't know if you can see it, I have some lace up both kind of to mimic crown molding. So that is the box. And then, so it does have the outside just like that. And I will try to post some pictures after I do this. And then this is the inside of the box. I have just some Webster's Pages paper, and I used, I had a back piece here with some flat half-back pearls. And then on this edge here, I have some of this beautiful lace and some seam binding and a Wild Orchid Craft flower. And I have a little bit of twine back there, and then a little Prima bird right here. And then this piece here is just a real nice vellum that I have this ribbon on to make the pocket with also half-back pearls. I did put a piece of ribbon in here to hold it, so it'll hold it open. And then I have another piece of Webster's Pages paper here with the half-back pearls on the bottom there. And then I just put a little Prima piece on the back here with her name and who it's to, so it's all finished on the bottom. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Please check out the other videos and make sure you check out Mariana's channel. Thanks so much. So I have some other items that I made for Mariana. I made her this card right here, and it lies flat like that. It is an easel card. And what I did is I purchased this wood piece from Michael's, and I just made the size of the card, just the size of the heart in a square shape. And I doubled that over, and then I folded it in half, and I folded this piece in half again. And then to put the heart on top, I just cut where the bottom of the heart would attach to the easel card, and then to make that shape. And so then I just I printed out a vellum piece on my printer that says Friends. And then I have a flower here. Underneath I have a seam binding bow. And I have a cameo and some of these wheat sprays from Beverly's store, the piece by piece. And then I have some pearl trim and some little roses from Wild Orchid Crafts, a little butterfly, and some little roses in here. And then I covered all of the sides of the card. This is the old Prima Tea Time paper. I love this paper. And then this was just some trim I had so that it'll stand up like that. And then I actually put my sentiment in the inside here. So that is my card for Mariana. And then I also made her one of my cupcakes. So I just made it in the usual way. Have this old vintage earring on here with some different pieces and some flowers. And I put this butterfly on top with some stick pins and some of this beautiful rosette, light pink rosette trim. So that is my cupcake. And then for this bag, it has some goodies in it. And what I did is I just altered a glacine bag using that tea time paper. And when I was getting into my tea time pad, I noticed I had already cut out some dress forms in that paper. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll put one of those on the front. I added some lace and added some seam binding and a little flower. And then this is just some ribbon I had with a prima flower there. So that is my altered bag, and then I held it together with a little bow up top and just punched some holes. So there is that one. Now this one here, I got this idea from Pinterest. It's using one of these Tim Holtz ornate plates. I just painted it white. And then for the piece inside, it was a piece out of the Tilda paper. It was one of their ephemera lines. So I used that on the inside with some glossy accents, some little seam binding and a rose. And I put some beads on top with a little lobster clip and then tied it on with seam binding. And then I just have some beads down below there. So there's that piece. And then I have some beads in this little clear pillow box and just decorated that up. And then I have some vintage lace. And I just added little toppers to the top on all of these. It's always fun to get a gift that's all packaged up. And I really enjoy the packaging part. It was just really fun to use all the things that I have. And then I have this little bag, just paper bag that's filled with goodies, a little seam binding and a little flower. And then I have this one here, if you can see it. Just one of those tags that came from Michael's with her initial, little butterfly and some little seam binding, a flower and a bow. And then I wrapped up her gift, which is the box, with just the pink paper. And I have this M from Michael's, and there is her package. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Mariana, I hope you love everything. Talk to you later. Bye.